case, so I couldn't make any charges, but I know that the nature of the system requires them to treat people like meat and to dispose of them as fast as they can. And therefore,
the overwhelming sentiment that I got was one of acceptance of unfortunate inevitable in so many cases. It was a very sort of, everything was sort of fractured and disorganized, too many people involved in the care, not enough planning. Even as a layperson, I found out that there were specific things that could have contributed to her success afterwards that were entirely ignored.
Well, thank you, Jan, for sharing your story with us. Now, I could tell you equivalents of my own, but just in a sentence, my mother got sick. She's an elderly lady, and she got sick in Canada. Went to one of these socialized hospitals, and it was so horrible that they couldn't find a blood pressure cuff in the intensive care unit.
Oh, my God.
And one of my cousins, who was a senior member of the hospital, we went to him thinking we could use some pull to get her some service, and he said, "This is not like the old days." He said, "We just process them here. That's all we can do." This is the wonderful Canadian system that everyone is telling. Listen, I got to run, Jan. Thanks very much for your call.
Right.
And I'm really sorry about your daughter. Yeah, Bill.
Yes, sir. What you told the earlier caller about the fact that the problem we have with the illegal aliens using all the medical care and so forth, and your answer was that we should stop all of this to Americans as well, is so extremely important and crucial at this particular time, because if anyone would give just a little bit of thought to it, they could see that that's what this Prop 187 is really all about. It is a Trojan horse headed for national IDs, and while they're doing that, a lot of these illegal aliens are becoming citizens anyway. You can see this.
Yeah, no, I agree with you there, Bill. Unfortunately, I got a couple of quick points, and I run out of time, but I agree with you. I'm going to have a whole show on immigration. I am myself entirely in favor of immigration. I don't think there should be any restrictions on immigration, but I don't think there should be a welfare state with any handouts to offer immigrants. So the ones we get would have to be the ones that come here like they did in the 19th century to work and earn a living. The ones who come here in order to line up for handouts will be out of the picture if my solution is adopted. Thanks, Bill. I got to go. I want to say a few words in closing here. My crack research team, this beautiful young girl, got to me this morning a very relevant clipping from the Wall Street Journal of today. So that goes to show you how up to date we are here, which has a really clever article that I call to your attention if you can get a copy of it, called Blueprint for Managed Food Care. It's by Carl Otto Liebman, who is an associate clinical professor of psychiatry at the Yale University School of Medicine. And he has done basically for food care exactly what I did for hair care on the very same day. So I didn't steal his idea because I had my show written far before, but his is very clever, and he starts, I'm quoting quickly from the Wall Street Journal, the consumption of food is going to bankrupt our great nation. So we're going to have national managed food care, and in December, consumers have the choice of signing up with their preferred grocery store or restaurant for the year to come. And then he goes on to how this would work, and it's exactly point for point, exactly what they're doing to us today in medicine, and it reads like a burlesque satire of insanity, and yet it's exactly what they're doing. So if you're interested in another satire, if you didn't think mine on hair care is enough, get a hold of the Wall Street Journal and read about this blueprint for managed food care. Tune in tomorrow for a show on What Are Rights. That's 2:30 p.m. KIEV. And until then, I want to say hi to Lady K down south, and goodbye to all of you. Thanks for listening and calling in. And remember to check your premises.